Want to welcome you here live to the ballpark at Jackson. Finally ready to go here after rain came in and forced the tarp onto the field. Field crew did a wonderful job getting this field ready to go as quickly as they have. Faulkner and Loyola in a game that doesn't have SSAC tournament implications, but it may have some national tournament implications. Both of these teams looking for at-large bids. We feel comfortable about that, but does this impact seed lines? 2 out of 3 in the regular season went to Faulkner, and Carter Moles will get you numbers on Marco Ozuna and what he did against Loyola and what his numbers for the year are here in just a moment. But first, let's talk about this lineup. Leading off and playing third base for Loyola, Jackson Burat. Batting second, playing second, Brandon Moody. Batting third, the catcher, Landon Manson. Cleanup hitter, the right fielder, Casey Collins. Batting fifth, the DH, Garrett Beadle. Batting sixth, the first baseman, Colin Zarang. Batting seventh, the left fielder, Marcus Steen. Batting eighth, the center fielder, Aaron Davis. And batting ninth, the shortstop, Jake Mills. For Loyola, when the time comes, Christian Callender will be on the hill. For Faulkner, it's Marco Ozuna on the mound. His battery mate, Christian Webb. First to third in the infield, Juan Trinidad, Johnny Lopez, Jorge Lucero, and Francisco Soriano. Left to right in the outfield, Eduardo Martinez, Evan Gilliam, and Orlando Lordui. Marco Ozuna on the year, Carter Moles, a first-team all-conference performer, and Loyola has seen him.
Yeah, they have. Marco Ozuna, a 4.71 ERA, 9-1 record, and that ERA really got inflated his last time out. He had been lifted a couple weeks prior due to injury and had just a really rough go of things. Got lifted early on, got rocked early on. But throughout the year, he's been so good. 69 strikeouts, just 19 walks, 65 innings of work. 281 batting average against, a 142 whip, even with that rough go of things against Point in a game where Cam Sywert just absolutely dealed.
That ball misses away here. Jackson Burat, the man at the dish. I'm proud of you, Carter Moles. You made it through the rain delay without swanton bombing onto somebody underneath. You've threatened it all week long. That one misses, or it does get the outside edge.
The rain is also threatening, so the swanton bomb threat is not done yet.
You never know. You never know. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That one in the dirt. Tomorrow, our conference championship game. The start time scheduled for 1 o'clock right now. We'll just tell you weather's still moving through the area today and tomorrow, so stay tuned. But that is Blue Mountain against William Carey. Big cut, can't get it. Burat retired. Blue Mountain against William Carey for the SSAC title. It is the biggest Mississippi grudge match since my boy Monty Warbucks took on the Assassin in an old grocery store in Meridian, Mississippi, and I was the special guest referee. So I will not be the special guest referee tomorrow. In to the box goes Brandon Mooney. He'll take ball 1.
Mooney's consistently been the leadoff man this weekend. Now moved down to the 2 spot. Him and Burat switching spots for Jeremy Kennedy and his squad. He's trying to find this win here. It's a top 25 win for whoever gets it. Number 11 in the country, Faulkner. Number 16 in the country, and Loyola in the latest coaches poll. Next poll comes out on Wednesday, and then the tournament field is announced Thursday, and both these teams expecting to hear their names called on Thursday. I believe it's a 5 o'clock start. Bunt foul by Mooney.
Getting updates. Did I just cut out again? Getting up. Check one, check one. Getting updates from our conference commissioner. As we get approval, we'll tell you the changes in the tournament schedule as they have been announced. Ozuna fires it over. 2 gone. Yeah, apparently it wasn't the headset because these have nothing feeding back into me. I can't hear a thing. He replaced my headset earlier, but they're still on. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's this or what.
Can you turn yourself up just a little bit? Okay, I will. All right, bye. Is there a problem?
Back here live at the ballpark at Jackson. Minor technical issue here. Marco Ozuna delivers. That one flips in there for a strike against the catcher Landon Manson.
Manson 2 for 9 through the weekend. The triple in one of those 2 hits. Got 2 RBIs. That one just misses. Ozuna thought he had gotten the outside edge there.
Yeah. So 0-2 count. Landon Manson. 1-2 here, rather. Misses high. Landon Manson trying to find his way aboard. Get something started for Loyola. One last resume bullet point for these 2 teams in front of the selection committee next week. Back here live as Ozuna strikes out Landon Manson and the inning is over.
The SSAC is about leadership, teamwork,
Achievement. Community.
Initiative.
Ambition.
Well-being,
Adaptability.
Sportsmanship.
Trust.
Integrity. Gratitude.
Confidence.
Health.
Self-discipline.
friendship,
Openness.
Growth.
connection,
Courage. Tradition.
Collaboration.
The SSAC is about vision.
I need to try it first.
Back here live at the ballpark at Jackson. Ballpark at Jackson. And no score as we go to the bottom of the first inning. Had a minor audio problem, got it worked out. Our friends at Worthy Road Studios, fantastic. Doing a great job all week long. Christian Callender, the freshman from Denham Springs, Louisiana, on the hill. 6'2" righty.
Callender making his 11th appearance, his first start for the Wolfpack. He's covered 14 innings, a 7.71 ERA, a 1.57 whip. He has struck out 13, walked just 4, a 3.27 batting average against, and he's gotten the nod here today. In the last conference game or conference tournament game for the Wolfpack, seems like a little bit of a pitch comm issue here. Trying to square away. Landon Manson awaiting
Landon Manson looking like me when I walk into church on Sunday morning, and the old ladies have to gather behind me to tuck my collar because I was in too big of a hurry to do it. Evan Gilliam to the dish. I should pick a different term. Old lady sounds offensive. It's not meant to be offensive. The Sweet Sisters.
For a second, I thought you were talking about the old lady and talking about the wife.
No, she's not looking at my collar. She's not looking at me. She said, get in the car. It's time to go. And what's funny is, you know, they walk up and they'll, like, fix the collar, and they're like, your wife's just too busy to notice. And I'm like, that, or she doesn't like to look at me. Like, and either way, you know. No balls, 2 strikes on Evan Gilliam, the leadoff man for Faulkner. Cold strike 3. It's Evan Gilliam, Orlando, Lord Dewey, Juan Trinidad. Johnny Lopez, Eduardo Martinez, Christian Webb, Francisco Soriano, Jorge Lucero, Jack Brinkley. That's the 9 for Faulkner. That one misses.
Lord Dewey, the right fielder from Panama City, Panama. To the 1-1 count. Hasn't quite had his best weekend at the plate. Only 1 for 5. He's drawn a couple walks, been hit by a pitch. Bring that to a 444 on base. Makes it a pretty good weekend there.
Fly ball, center field, and Davis squeezes it.
Yeah, Davis had to adjust his read there. Initially, he thought that was going to drop pretty short, but it held up a little bit more. He had to drop back. Able to make the play, though.
That one lifted. Right side and retired. And we head to the second.
Where the day starts with laughter in local shops and ends under the stars with live music. That's Jackson, Tennessee. It's a place where every moment is an invitation to explore, to connect, to be part of something bigger. Jackson isn't just a destination. It's where stories are written, memories in the making.
Ozuna delivers. Misses.
That's been a little bit low to Collins there. Casey Cullen's been a really good right fielder throughout this year and shown some really good plays out in this tournament.
That went over for a strike. Misses away. Grounder, second baseman. Throws it away. Runner on first.
Tough throw to make from Lopez. We'll see scoring goes with an error. So one of the automatic bids is official now. Missouri Baptist has wrapped up the automatic from the American Midwest. Won their championship game today. Benue Mesa and Embry-Riddle also playing currently. Winner of that one gets an automatic as well.
That one misses away. Garrett Beadle at the dish. Ball fouled back. 1-1 is your count.
Beadle's been really good. He's had 2 pinch hit appearances. He's 2 for 2 with a double and 2 RBIs in those. Hard to get much better than that. Slugging, 1,500 on base of 1,000. 2,500 OPS, that'll play.
Foul back there.
So Embry-Riddle currently leading Benue Mesa 2-1 in the third. Benue Mesa 32nd if you work out the receiving votes category right now. Embry-Riddle unranked in the latest coaches poll.
Ball and 2 strikes to Beadle. So how many bids are official now?
11 that are completely locked in, and then there are 6 hosts that they're still playing in their conference tournament or hadn't started, or that bid is still available for them to get. So there are 6 at-larges that are kind of currently right now being occupied, leaves 9 at-larges available. So each time that one of those hosts clinches an automatic from their league, that opens up another at-large spot. If not, that at-large spot is stuck, and right now, at minimum, we'll see 9 at-larges. But still a lot of bids out there on the table. What a throw.
And he threw him out.
What a great throw from Christian Webb. It was a good jump. And to get Casey Collins has got to be.
So 2 away now for Colin Zarang with the 1-0 count on him. 1-1. Two-0. Over for a strike.
It's a 1-2 count, actually. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Umpire says scoreboard wrong. He says 1-2.
Ozuna delivers. Strike 3 called. Froze him. We head to the bottom of the second. Still scoreless. SSAC Network.
It's a Murphy's Law Friday here. Scoreboard out, now back on. Carter Holstein, the junior from Denham Springs, Louisiana, is the pitcher.
Holstein making his 15th appearance. He's worked 19 2/3, a 4.58 ERA, 158 whip, 271 batting average against, 16 strikeouts, 12 walks, 10 runs earned against him.
Carter Holstein, a stash of the year candidate. What do you get the zoom in here?
Now, between Holstein and Hunter Dupree,
Yeah.
like we've got some flow and we've got some stashes.
But like here's the thing, like there's a grounder through the left side, a base hit. Leadoff man aboard here for Faulkner is Johnny Lopez. Get a look at like the mustache and then the name Carter Holstein. Like he looks like he should be wearing a duster and a star that says sheriff.
Eduardo Martinez digs into the plate. His first AB.
See?
It's beautiful.
Yeah. That one misses low.
And that kind of mustache really only works for a relief pitcher, too. I don't know what it is. Starting pitchers can't pull that off as well.
Spencer Strider had that kind of a look, you know.
Yeah.
But again,
that's the real reason his elbow gave out, not the pitch clock.
2 balls and a strike. Carter Holstein facing Eduardo Martinez. Actually, 2-0 is our count in the live stats. So we're going to go with our live stats here.
One misses.
3-0.
It is 3-0. Scoreboard operator having to scramble to get everything back.
Yeah, his scoreboard kind of went out in between innings there. Eduardo Martinez will take a 4-pitch walk. Runners on first and second now.
Nobody out. Christian Webb at the plate. Webb, a guy, he hadn't bunt too much this year, but when he has, he's been pretty good. You wonder if Patrick McCarthy will call for a bunt here. Webb, a guy who could certainly challenge the throw and maybe beat it as well.
He's also a guy that hit one over the blue monster yesterday.
Yeah.
So there's that. Now he squares, popped straight up. Catcher Landon Manson makes a play on the ball. Christian Webb does not execute the bunt. Holstein gets the sign. Delivers. Misses. One 0 count to Soriano here. In the dirt.
Runners on first and second. Just one out.
Soriano awaits. Over for a strike.
He's to a 7 through the tourney.
Two and one is the count. Foul back. 2-2. On the ground and through. Station to station baseball with Johnny Lopez as the lead runner. Bases loaded.
Yeah, great cut from Soriano. 3 of 8 now through the weekend. And now bases loaded for Lucero, who's been hitting the ball better than anybody else on the Faulkner lineup right now. 3 of 7, 2 doubles.
The bullpen turnstile is active. Carter Holstein's day is done. We'll tell you about the new pitcher on the other side.
The BallGame Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios. With over 750,000 views in 2022, we are where you need to advertise. Please subscribe to our Worthy Road Studios YouTube channel and join the other 4,000 subscribers watching local sports.
The Jackson Rockabillys, Union and Bethel Universities, USJ, TCA, JCS, and Peabody.
Our multi-camera broadcasts include slow motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers.
Thanks to the sponsors who make it all possible. BallGame Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios, the premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.
Jorge Lucero at the dish with the bases loaded here. Lucero awaits. New pitcher for Loyola is Matthew Weil. We've seen him this tournament.
Yeah, Weil is entering in. So I find his line right here on the stats. A 5.91 ERA, his 17th appearance. He has started 6 ball games for Jeremy Kennedy. 35 innings of work. He has struck out 25, walked 7, a 319 batting average against. Comes in a really tricky spot as Lucero's been hitting the ball really well here.
2-0 is your count. Ball inside corner there, 2-1.
Nice pitch to Lucero. The junior from Chula Vista, California.
Misses away there, 3-1. Lucero, bit of a utility infielder, has been the third baseman for most of the season for Faulkner, playing short over the last 2 games. He has played second and first in his career as well.
And a little bit of third.
No, I said he was third baseman most of the year.
Yeah, that's right.
He'll head home, 1, 2, not quite 3, and they will stay loaded, but the run will not score.
So a couple missed opportunities for Faulkner there. Can Jack Brinkley deliver? The DH spot has been a bit of a problem for Faulkner this tournament. We've gone 0 for 5 collectively, the guys that have hit in the DH spot.
2 away in the inning now.
So let me correct that.
Yeah, I was about to say, I
They've
think
gone-
there's more because you had Ferris, Brinkley, and Vargas have all been there.
They've gone 1 of 7
Yeah, that's
so
it.
far.
Yeah, 1 of 7.
Soriano can come in game 1. Take some at-bats there.
Up the middle and a base hit for Jack Brinkley. Faulkner's on the board, 1-0. Runner headed home, cut off, 2-0. So runners on first and second, and a 2-0 ball game now.
A big delivery from Brinkley there. He's not seen a whole lot of playing time this season for the Eagles, and a guy who used to be an everyday starter for Faulkner, and he delivers on a big spot right there. Left-handed batter from McKinney, Texas, sends that right up the gut.
Back to the top of the order, and Evan Gilliam. Weil, long look in. Checks the runner and delivers. Gilliam sneaks a bunt down. Landon Manson wasn't surprised by it. He throws him out at first. And the inning is over. Faulkner leaves 2. They score 2. 2-0 as we head to the third.
The SSAC is about leadership, teamwork,
Achievement.
Community. Initiative.
Ambition.
well-being,
Adaptability.
Sportsmanship.
Trust.
Integrity.
Gratitude.
Confidence.
Health.
Self-discipline.
Friendship.
Openness.
Growth.
connection,
Courage.
tradition.
Collaboration.
The SSAC is about vision.
I need to try it first.
2-0 ball game. Here in the top of the third, Marcus Steen leading off for Loyola against Marco Ozuna. Strike one.
Steen has had a really good tournament. 5 of 9, 2 RBIs, 556 average, on base of 556.
Big cut. Can't get it. Sword there for Ozuna. Steen behind 0-2. Flipped out to the second baseman, Johnny Lopez. He'll handle it himself. Over to Juan Trinidad, who looks like he's been playing first base for a long time.
Yeah, Trinidad, a guy who, at least in his college career, has never played. There is some activity in the Loyola pen again. Looks like number 17.
The lefty.
It's going to be Luka Tosca. Tosca's a great pitcher, last name.
Yeah. That'll work. Luka Tosca from Miami, Florida. From Gulliver Prep, if they're not the Travelers, somebody wasted an opportunity. Ball and a strike. Center field. Evan Gilliam there. 2 away.
Great readjustment by Gilliam, and we've seen both of the center fielders struggle a little bit with some of the more sharply hit fly balls. They're a little bit flatter today. Both of them have had to make a readjustment to it, but both of them incredible center fielders defensively and able to make those plays.
Yeah, you wonder how the grass is playing out there with as much rain as it took.
Grounds crew did an incredible job of being able to take the tarp off and get back going again in about 30 minutes. It was you look down the warning tracks a little bit, you'd see some puddles and everything, especially right after they pulled the tarp with everything running off the tarp onto it, and they did an incredible job. They've been working hard today.
Truly did, and it got us playable here. That one fouled back. That one hit to the third baseman. Soriano, he can't handle it, and Mills is aboard.
Yeah, hot shot to the third baseman, and would have been a tough play, but Mills able to get there and make it real easy. And scored a hit as that was a sharply hit ball.
Dig it in. Top of the order now. And Burat hits it to center. And now Loyola with something working against Ozuna here. 2 on, 2 out in the third.
Brandon Mooney steps up, and Ozuna's been really good all year long for Faulkner. He's been the guy that Faulkner's been able to turn to when they need a win, and 9 of the 10 decisions that he's been a factor in have gone his way. He's also had a couple wins that have been vultured away from him at the end. That one in there to Mooney for a strike 1. 4 strikeouts first time through the lineup.
That one lifted left field. Drifting back, said Dorney Martinez, and the inning is over. Loyola leaves 2. Faulkner leads by 2. Bottom third.
Where the day starts with laughter in local shops and ends under the stars with live music. That's Jackson, Tennessee. It's a place where every moment is an invitation to explore, to connect, to be part of something bigger. Jackson isn't just a destination. It's where stories are written, memories in the making.
Luka Tosca is the new pitcher. 6'1" lefty out of Miami, Florida.
He's making his 10th appearance. 4.91 ERA, 155 WHIP. He's worked 11 innings in those 9 outings. He's gotten 1 start, a 292 batting average, or 279 batting average against. 15 strikeouts, just 5 walks allowed. 6 earned runs. Small sample size for Tosca, but he's been really good.
Orlando Lordui to the dish. It's an interesting day. Loyola on its 4th pitcher as we start the 3rd inning. Mobile played Blue Mountain earlier. They won 10-5. They played 24 players in that game. It was like late-stage NWO. All these dudes just kept coming out in black shirts. 0-1 is the count as Orlando Lordui steps back in.
Just don't give Hulk Hogan a can of spray paint, please.
That one delivered inside, 1-1. Misses away there, 2-1. Luka Tosca listed as an outfielder / pitcher. If you can do both at the same time, I'm impressed. That one lifted left field, 1 away.
Brings Juan Trinidad to the plate.
Trinidad with the bright orange cleats hanging out in the right-hander batter's box and rips that one foul toward the pavilion.
It's a great cut. Would have hit off the top of the wall if it had stayed fair. And with how hard that ball had been hit, probably would have skipped back a good bit, and then it just depends on how it's fielded out there and left. If Scene had chased it back, probably burn him on the way back.
Granted to third, 2 away. We'll get Johnny Lopez up. Big cut through that one. Lopez transferred from the University of St. Catherine this year. That school shockingly announced just a little over a week ago that they are ceasing operations immediately. Just a few weeks after they announced they were going to have a golf program next year. Swung through that one, 0-2. That one kicks away from Manson, 1-2. Off his fist and into right field. Second baseman with a great play. Brandon Mooney, almost from his belly throwing that baseball. Great play to get Johnny Lopez. 1-2-3 inning for Matthew Weil. We go to the fourth. Landon Manson at the dish. Marco Ozuna back to work here in the fourth. Manson grounder foul. Lifted toward the monster and foul. That ball scorched. It just sliced late.
That's another one of those that, if it's fair, is 2 if not 3 bases.
Landon Manson, 0-1. He'll take their 1-1. Big cut, and Manson's retired.
Ring up Cason Collins. He's 0 for 1.
That one will miss away. On over for a strike, 1-1. in the dirt there. 2 balls and a strike. Kason Cullens, the right fielder, awaits the offering from Marco Ozuna. Lifted to left field. Martinez ranging back onto the track. He's got it. 2 away.
A nice grab by Martinez, and it's a pretty sharp lip of the grass back there. You saw Martinez have a little bit of trouble with it, but handled it extremely well.
Yeah, and there's no telling how that's playing after the rain. Check swing, foul. Big cut, can't get it. Beetle behind 0-2. DH struck out his first time. That one will miss. Ball in 2 strikes. Check swing. He went. Beatles retired via the strikeout. Bottom of the 4th on the other side.
The BallGame Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios. With over 750,000 views in 2022, we are where you need to advertise. Please subscribe to our Worthy Road Studios YouTube channel and join the other 4,000 subscribers watching local sports.
The Jackson Rockabillys, Union and Bethel Universities, USJ, TCA, JCS, and Peabody.
Our multi-camera broadcasts include slow motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers.
Thanks to the sponsors who make it all possible. BallGame Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios, the premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.
Eduardo Martinez leading off the bottom of the 4th. Lifted high to right field. Cullens drifts back, and he'll make the snag. Martinez retired.
Yeah, really good cut from Martinez, and one that on a day that may not be as humid that could possibly get out of here, but
new
really
pitcher.
thick air.
New pitcher, number 47, the 6'1" right-hander out of New Orleans, Louisiana, De La Salle High School. Grant Goodby.
Goodby making his 13th appearance. He's worked 14 innings, a 245 batting average against, a 450 ERA. He has struck out 15, walked 12, giving up just 3 extra base hits.
Goodby delivers. 1-1. In the dirt.
Hey, Billy, just out of curiosity, is somebody in the Loyola bullpen actually?
Check swing. Did he go? Umpire saith no. 3-1.
Fourth different pitcher utilized by Jeremy Kennedy today.
Lifted. Deep left center. Going back. And, of course, there's Aaron Davis materializing as if from nowhere to catch the baseball.
He has been a problem for any batter trying to get something in a gap against Loyola.
Yeah.
He's been so good, man. So good. No business getting to that ball.
No, you got Quicksilver in center field out there. He ran that one down. Again, we've talked about it all week. The dimensions of this ballpark, the gap to gap in center is so hard to cover, and Davis has had both gaps on lock. The only ball he didn't get to is the one that Kason Cullens laid out and flew in front of him to catch yesterday.
And Davis had that one cut off.
Yeah.
As well, where he would have been able to get it, maybe limit it to just a single.
Flared foul, out of play, and into the seats.
One conference championship game going on right now, and that's in the Cal Pack. Embry-Riddle of Arizona beating Benue Mesa 5-2 in the top of the 6th inning there.
How many teams are in their tournament that they're playing a championship game on a Friday, and what are their structures like?
Yeah, it's interesting looking at all the different schedule formats here. You've got a lot of tournaments that wrap up on the 7th, and some that wrapped up on the 3rd, and William Jessup on the GSAC back on the 2nd.
As is, we head to the 5th.
The SSAC is about leadership,
teamwork,
achievement, community,
Initiative.
ambition,
well-being,
Adaptability.
sportsmanship,
Trust.
integrity,
gratitude,
Confidence.
health,
Self-discipline.
friendship,
Openness.
Growth.
connection,
courage,
tradition.
Collaboration.
The SSAC is about vision.
I need to try it first.
Collins Orang will take 1-0. Top of the 5th. That one over for a strike.
Zerang, one of the 6 strikeout victims to Ozuna, who is really good through 4 so far against a really talented Loyola lineup.
That one will miss. Still a 2-0 ball game. Jeremy Kennedy has kept Faulkner off balance enough. 5 different hurlers to this point for the Wolfpack. Somebody throwing in the Loyola pen right now, so we will likely see another one.
Yeah, that will be number 5. We've been through 4. You lose count after a while when you're on 10 baseball games in 3 days.
Fair. Yeah, Calendar, Holstein, Wild, Goodby, and whoever the lefty in the pen is right now. That one fouled away. See if we can get a look at who's in the Loyola bullpen.
I think it's probably...
We're about to get a look here on our monitor. See if we can get a number. Number 6.
Thomas Akiaman.
Okay. Great job for our production crew there.
Or Hakimian. Sophomore from Allen, Texas. Product of Allen High School. One of the nicest football stadiums in America right now.
D2 Allen University there? What's in Allen, Texas?
Allen High School.
Yeah, but I thought they had a college there too. I could be wrong.
No, the Allen College or the university is in.
No. Yeah, I'm thinking about something else. I thought there was a college there in Allen, Texas, though. I could be wrong. Look, we're in our 10th game.
We haven't talked about Huey Jennings for 10 minutes. We're still somewhat on the rails right now. It could be worse.
There's a Collin College in Allen, Texas. Definitely wasn't what I was thinking of. Oh, well. The University of Allen High School, you're telling me.
Yeah, their football stadium is...
Yeah, but it's Texas high school football.
Yeah.
Like, it's massive.
We've got an aunt that works in the McKinney school system. And
hometown of?
Jack Brinkley.
There you go.
Faulkner's
designated hitter.
Played at a rival high school from her, though, so they'd probably butt heads a little bit.
It's all right.
If Jack Brinkley could be confrontational. I don't know if that's possible.
That one's over for a strike, 3-1.
Marcus Steen at the plate, and he's had a really good weekend.
Brinkley was confrontational with a baseball earlier, and that's why it's a 2-0 ball game. He had a 2-run single. Big cut, can't get it. Steen now, 2-2.
So last time out for Marco Ozuna. I misspoke earlier. He actually pitched against Lopez from point. And he only went 1 2/3, gave up 10 hits, and got 1 strikeout, 1 walk. Really uncharacteristic performance from him. And I remember hearing him after that game, a little bit later that day, he was like, I probably needed someone to rock me a little bit.
Yeah.
And he's taken those lessons in stride, and he's done really well.
They rocked him like a wagon wheel that day, but some days you need that, And swings through it, does Steen, sends him to first, and Steen's retired. So, it's uncharacteristic, but again, it's like he said, probably needed it to happen for him, and right there before the postseason.
Yeah.
And much different outing so far here today. Aaron Davis at the dish.
That's his 7th strikeout.
Drops down a bunt. Good luck with that. No matter how good of a catcher you are. Aaron Davis. Pietro Maximoff. There's the word. Aaron Davis can absolutely fly.
Yeah, and lost in how quick Aaron Davis made it down the line and able to get that bunt single. That throw from Christian Webb was unbelievable.
Yeah.
He's throwing that while spinning and puts it right in the glove of Juan Trinidad. He didn't even have to move it.
No.
Like that. That's a throw that could go really bad really quickly, and Webb
It was like a leaping spin situation,
Yeah.
too. It was, I mean,
That was an incredible throw, but still
Well,
not
that's what
good
our-
enough to beat Davis.
we heard Faulkner's coaches talking yesterday. Is they said, Christian Webb is the catcher, and he's so good defensively. They said that may not even be his best spot. They're like, they said, is it his unbelievable defensive second baseman?
And when you have a guy like that, there's always a spot for him on the field. You look at a guy like Juan Trinidad, who's never played first, at least at the college level. I'm sure maybe growing up a little bit, he played first base some, but he just steps right in at a first base, and he looks like he's been there his whole life. Christian Webb's been an incredible catcher this season.
Now misses away. Well, that's the funny thing we're talking about is Wesley Estrella had to learn to play first this year to handle that position for Faulkner nearly all year long. And they said Juan Trinidad was the guy that was showing him the footwork.
Yeah.
So 2 balls, no strikes. Aaron Davis in the scoring position after the stolen base. Jake Mills waits. That one will miss. There is Hunter Dupree is standing in the Faulkner bullpen.
He was throwing a little bit ago, and looks like he's getting back on the mound, ready to throw a little bit more.
Ozuna.
Imagine they're trying to get him through 5 so he could qualify for the win potentially if Faulkner can hold, but still a ton of baseball to play.
And Mills walks. It's the first signs of trouble, really, for Ozuna. He had 47 of his first 68 pitches were in the strike zone before he threw 4 straight out of the zone right there. And McCarthy coming out, and he signaled for the pin, and Ozuna's not going to get through 5.
That's a really tough break from Ozuna, who's been absolutely dealing.
Ozuna frustrated about it. I'm guessing they had him on a pitch count to start here. Probably limited him to 75.
Yeah.
Hunter Dupree will be the new pitcher on the other side.
Where the day starts with laughter in local shops and ends under the stars with live music. That's Jackson, Tennessee. It's a place where every moment is an invitation to explore, to connect, to be part of something bigger. Jackson isn't just a destination. It's where stories are written, memories in the making.
Hunter Dupree is the new pitcher for Faulkner.
Dupree making his first appearance of the postseason. He has worked 31 in the third innings. He has currently a 4.02 ERA. Trying to find the whole stat line here. There it is.
And fly ball center field. Got the job done quickly, did Hunter Dupree, to strand a pair of Loyola runners and keep it 2-0. It's actually Dupree's second outing against Loyola this year. His first one, he didn't fare well, 2/3 of an inning. 3 walks, no hits, 4 runs, all of them earned. He only struck out 1. We go to the bottom of the 5th.
The BallGame Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios. With over 750,000 views in 2022, we are where you need to advertise. Please subscribe to our Worthy Road Studios YouTube channel and join the other 4,000 subscribers watching local sports.
The Jackson Rockabillys, Union and Bethel Universities, USJ, TCA, JCS, and Peabody.
Our multi-camera broadcasts include slow motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers.
Thanks to the sponsors who make it all possible. BallGame Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios, the premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.
Ball hit to right center and caught by Aaron Davis.
It's another gapper he's robbed. He's been so good out there. He's been so good. The kind of triangle of space that he can cover is practically the entire left center to right center gap.
Jack Brinkley at the dish. That one will miss away, 1-0. That one over, 1-1. One and two, your count now. That one's sent to center field, and Brinkley's got a 2-hit day.
A great cut by Brinkley. And you talked about how Faulkner was struggling to get some hits out of the DH spot. And only 1 hit this weekend from that, despite trying some different options. Brinkley was one of them. He's 2 for 2 right now, and he's one of the better bats. He's got half the team hits right now.
Loyola into its 5th pitcher?
Yep.
Yeah. Evan Gilliam at the dish. He'll drop down a bunt. That's what he did last time. This one will be a sack. It'll advance the runner. Runner on second, 2 away now.
So Thomas Akiaman. Kemian has worked 11 in a third innings. Season ERA not where he wants it to be. He's walked 13, struck out 9. Longest he's covered was 58 pitches against William Carey last time out, and that was over 1 1/3 innings. The Crusaders are able to rough him up a little bit. Orlando Lordui at the plate.
Ball misses away. 1-0. That one will miss. 2-0. Lifted left field, long run, out of play.
Looked like that may have held up for just a minute. Play that possibly could have been made, but just ran out of real estate.
Orlando Lordui with a 2-1 count on him, 2 outs. Trying to find a way to get Jack Brinkley home. Get an insurance run in. He'll foul that one hard into the seats. Up the middle, Jake Mills almost got it. Brinkley around third and head home. Orlando Lordui with a run-scoring single, and it's 3-0.
Yeah, great cut there, and Mills nearly got to it. If he had been able to bat that down, 1, it would have been a really special play. 2, the run wouldn't have scored. And that's how small the margins can be in a top 25 matchup sometimes. Juan Trinidad steps up to the plate now.
That one misses away, 1-0. Foul back. Into the seats. Ball and a strike now. They've got him picked off. Lordui tagged out. No, they called him safe. Whoa.
He must have slid around the backside of that tag from Mills.
Wow.
He looked dead to rights.
Lordui with a stolen base in an unconventional way. Now 1 in scoring position as Trinidad back to work with a 1-1 count.
Will Lordui stay a little bit closer to the bag, or will he do a Shohei Ohtani and kind of push the envelope a little bit?
Swung through that one, 1-2. That one fouled off.
Good cut, just couldn't keep it fair. Trinidad first team all-conference shortstop. Has played 2 of the 3 games here in the conference tournament at first base.
Ball and 2 strikes. There goes Lordui again. Got him that time. So Lord Dewey picked off, then he wasn't, then he caught stealing, and Juan Trinidad will lead off in the 6th. We're headed to the top half of that right now.
The SSAC is about leadership,
Teamwork.
Achievement.
Community.
Initiative.
Ambition.
Well-being.
Adaptability.
Sportsmanship.
Trust.
Integrity.
Gratitude.
Confidence.
Health.
Self-discipline.
Friendship.
Openness.
Growth.
connection,
Courage.
tradition.
Collaboration.
The SSAC is about vision.
I need to try it first.
Brandon Mooney leading off the inning here. 2-3-4 due up for Loyola. Mooney, Manson, Cullens. That one misses.
Dupree came in, threw one pitch, got the out.
Cullens turns on that one, fouls it to the berm.
And as it lies currently in line for the win, should Faulkner hold on, as Ozuna went 4 2/3 and cannot qualify for it.
Big cut, can't get it. 1-2.
The 3-run lead does not feel safe with how good Loyola's been throughout the year.
That one misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Hunter Dupree, the knickers with the high socks and stirrups look. You don't see that very much anymore. On the ground. Trinidad will swallow it up. 1 gone.
A nice play by Trinidad. That's another little element that may be a little bit different. Usually for the guys around the bases, it's not that different when you're having to communicate with or make the throws any differently, depending on who the first baseman is. But some of those PFPs, they haven't worked with Juan Trinidad at first. They've been working with Wesley Estrella or maybe in Jorge Lucero a little bit. I think he's played a little bit of first this season, but overall, Juan Trinidad's been at short, and you haven't been working with him. But so far, first time we've really seen that kind of play where you need to have the good communication between the first baseman and the pitcher. And Dupree and Trinidad both been around the program a while, on a good page with each other there.
0-2 count here. Dupree delivers. Big cut, can't get it. Lannon Manson's retired. Cullens 0 for 2 in this one. Misses inside, does Dupree. Threw it over his head there.
Dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge from Collins there.
Two-0 is your count. Collins stands in and waits on Dupree's offering. Outside corner, 2-1. Fouled away. So now 2-2. Dupree delivers. No. 3 balls, 2 strikes now. Fouled away. Full count coming. That one fouled back. Collins and Dupree in a pretty good battle here.
Some loosening in the pin.
Big cut, can't get it. Dupree retires Collins. It's a 1-2-3 top of the 6. An 8-pitch at bat. Dupree wins the battle. We head to the bottom.
Where the day starts with laughter in local shops and ends under the stars with live music. That's Jackson, Tennessee. It's a place where every moment is an invitation to explore, to connect, to be part of something bigger. Jackson isn't just a destination. It's where stories are written, memories in the making.
Juan Trinidad turns on the first pitch, fouls it off. The new pitcher is Nathan Monceau, the 6'2" sophomore from Prairieville, Louisiana.
Landon Trosclair, the new catcher. So a new battery.
Well, sometimes you got to change your batteries. So Trosclair receiving from Monceau, who is now in his 19th appearance this season. 3 of them are starts. He has a 5-1 record, a 4.21 ERA. He struck out 22 over 25 and 2/3. He's walked 13, given up 29 hits at the 296 batting average against, and he strikes out Juan Trinidad.
A nice start for Monceau in his day. As Johnny Lopez steps up to the plate.
6th pitcher of the ball game for Loyola. That one over for a strike.
He's been around sports his entire life. He quite literally plays baseball. And, like, he loves Austin very cool.
Misses away, 1-1.
It's just your type of ball. Hates Michigan, but he's the best. Yeah, and he's not a sporty type of guy. His favorite team was the Reds, Steelers, but, like, I mean,
A good one going on in the CalPAC championship game. One of the automatics about to be determined over there. Embry-Riddle leading Benue Mesa 8-5.
How many automatics does that league have? That one on the ground of the shortstop. Lopez will try to run it out. Mills throws him out.
Just one automatic there. Both teams currently outside the top 25. So presumably that's a play and keep your season alive. It's hard with just 15 at larges to be outside that top 25 and have a pretty good shot. So Eduardo Martinez steps up to the plate now.
Fouled that one off. Martinez scored a run.
A good charge into that one. It'll land out on the berm.
He was driven in on that Jack Brinkley single back in the second inning. Misses away there, 1-2. And it hit him. So Martinez will head to first. 2 away in the inning, and that'll get Jorge Lucero to the dish. He's 0 for 2. Lucero away. Actually, Christian Webb. I said Lucero. I apologize. I jumped way down the batting order there. Anyway, 1 pitch, 1 out. Christian Webb is the 3rd out. Let's go 7th. Garrett Beadle leading off the inning. Big cut, can't get it.
Beadle 0 for 2 today, 2 strikeouts, but he was 2 for 2 before today through this tournament. And seeing, I think, maybe 4 pitches, too. I remember the first one was a first pitch hit.
He'll swing through that one 0-2. And Beadle retired on 3 pitches.
Nasty work from Dupree there. Got him to chase. And that is strikeout number 10 for the Faulkner pitching staff.
So, Colin Zarang to the dish, 0 for 2 with a strikeout. The 1-0 offering to Zarang. Flipped up there, popped straight up. Center fielder Gilliam coming in. He's got it.
So in game 1, Faulkner's strikeout to walk ratio was 5-10. 5 strikeouts to 10 walks. In games 2 and 3 so far, it is a 17-1 ratio. 34 times better on that ratio. New guy warming up for Loyola looks like number 21, Peyton Cooper, getting loose down in the pen. Seems like today the strategy from Jeremy Kennedy is go get me an inning, guys.
Yeah, and you know, hard to blame him. Getting some work in for some guys who haven't had a lot. Keeping the game close right now. And, you know, you find out a week from now, or a little less than a week from now, your fate. I feel like Loyola should be in. I don't think there should be much of a question about it. You've been sitting number 16 in the country coming into this event. I don't know that you could do anything to play yourself out of that spot.
Yeah, you've been in around the 13 to 16 range pretty much the entire year, if my memory's serving me right. And they've been consistently one of the best teams here. And the only reason they're the 4 seed in this tournament and they fell that far was it was just so congested.
Yeah.
And we saw it a couple years ago with the men's basketball tournament in the SSAC. The 7 seed Life ended up getting getting an at-large bid just because the way the conference tiebreakers fell. Life ended up there was a log jam, I believe it was from 3 to 7 even.
Yeah.
And Life ended up falling all the way down to the 7 just off of tiebreakers, but had an incredible resume. And sometimes the seed line doesn't tell you the whole story about a team in their season. And Loyola, a team that's been a little bit better than their 4 seed would suggest this year.
Well, and yeah, and we can have that same conversation about the 8 seed in Blue Mountain, who has showed up into the tournament and torn the cover off the ball. And, you know, we talked about it. This is a deeper league this year than we've seen. And, you know, for some of that, you don't have the dominant resume at the top in the league where you've got a team that has just run through everybody and they're a top 6 or 7 team. But a lot of that has to do with the fact that
everybody's
this league's
each other
deeper.
Up.
Yeah. Like here, I mean, look, Tennessee Southern didn't make the field.
Yeah.
Tennessee Southern could have come in here and taken a game off somebody or 2 off somebody in this tournament. You know?
I mean, Tennessee Southern was a dogfight with Blue Mountain.
Yeah.
And Blue Mountain came in here and first 2 days made it pretty light work, and we'll see how the championship game goes for them tomorrow.
McCarthy coming out to see Dupree. A 2-0 count here. Be surprised to see him lift Dupree in the middle of a batter.
Yeah, there really hadn't been any activity other than fairly normal bullpen shenanigans going on.
extraordinarily routine bullpen shenanigans, which are anything but normal. So, like, you wouldn't classify them as normal behavior in any other setting, except maybe a third-grade playground. 2-0 is your count. That one over for a strike.
Let's be real. That was some of the most fun you've ever had in your life. Was in third grade. You're with your friends. You're playing football with them. You're tackling everybody. It's a good time.
It's not that. It's the games you make up when you're bored. That's the stuff. Foul back 2-2. As Aaron Davis dropped down a sneak bunt single last time and just flew down the baseline. I don't even know if his feet touched the ground. He's just so fast, but he's got a runner on here. Maybe could do something for Loyola. 2-2, pops it up, foul territory. Trinidad ranging over and out of play.
Tough break.
Had a fan ready to play the hop over there. Was ready, and then all of his friends jeered at him. Speaking of third grade playground.
Look,
loosening out there in the pen.
It's Jordan DeStefano.
Jordan DeStefano throwing. Alexis Saldana is loosening behind him.
Nick Graham just kicking up wearing some shades, having a good time.
Big cut, can't get it. Aaron Davis is retired. Dupree is through the 7th. We go to the bottom half.
The BallGame Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios. With over 750,000 views in 2022, we are where you need to advertise. Please subscribe to our Worthy Road Studios YouTube channel and join the other 4,000 subscribers watching local sports.
The Jackson Rockabillys, Union and Bethel Universities, USJ, TCA, JCS, and Peabody.
Our multi-camera broadcasts include slow motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers.
Thanks to the sponsors who make it all possible. BallGame Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios, the premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.
Francisco Soriano leads off the inning, swings through that one. New pitcher is Peyton Cooper, the 5'10" junior out of Prairieville, Louisiana.
Peyton Cooper making his 19th appearance. He's got a 5.32 ERA, 44 innings of work, 283 batting average against. He has struck out 38, walked 24.
Ball and 2 strikes.
He's up 1-2 on number 1, Francisco Soriano. Soriano, Lucero, Brinkley due up, 7-8-9 for Faulkner.
This is away there.
It's just a 3-run lead with 6 outs defensively to get. Faulkner would love to add a couple more to it.
Fouls that one off to stay alive.
Because a 3-run lead can vanish very quickly.
Especially against this Loyola lineup.
Loyola saw some late dramatics against Bruton Parker in one of their wins. They were down 3. Colin Zarang was at the plate with bases loaded, and Zarang called game.
That one misses away, 3-2.
I mean, as much of calling game as he could in the top of the 9th, but hit a 4-run shot. And
Soriano draws a walk, and Jorge Lucero to the dish.
Lucero 0 for 2 today, and it's a Faulkner team that hasn't been hitting the baseball that well in this one. The Loyola pitching staff's kept them really off balance, going with a new pitcher each inning. And overall, just 4 hits, but they've capitalized on the opportunities that they've had. There's really only the first inning there were a couple missed chances.
Soriano steals second.
Think about the bunt from Webb that popped up, and then Lucero grounding to the pitcher with bases loaded, able to beat out the play to keep it keep the inning going, but they couldn't do anything with it.
Lucero shows bunt, pulls back, but a strike. Zarang was almost in the dirt in front of the batter's box there.
And that's so risky because Lucero could easily pull a punch play right there and pull the bat back and rip it, and then Zarang is in a really troublesome spot. And not just for the for the competition aspect, for health and safety too.
But the other thing is, if he were to pop that thing up above Zarang's head, as we saw Christian Webb pop one up earlier, that one lifted foul right side toward the berm. 2 strikes now. Bunt's got to be off. And he hit Lucero. That'll get Jack Brinkley to the dish. 2 hits in this one for Brinkley.
Lucero's now been hit with 16 pitches, which seemed like a lot, but then you look at the entire William Carey roster.
Brinkley pops the bunt up. Faulkner needs a little more bunting practice. They have not done well with it today. Webb popped one up. Gilliam got 2 down. One of them really, really good. The other one not so good. Brinkley popped that one up. That's how you ask for the swing away sign.
See William Carey over there getting ready. Their game will be next.
Yeah, Thomas and Middle Georgia game not happening. Balk called here. Thomas and Middle Georgia game not happening. William Carey and Point will play next. And then tomorrow, all depends on what the weather lets us do tonight. If Point and William Carey get the game in tonight, tomorrow's championship, 11:30 in the morning.
If not, then William Carey will play Point Saturday morning, play about 10 o'clock. We'll leave the scheduled start time there. I can look
and
at
the
look
championship game would move to 3. Ball on a strike. We need the weather to leave us alone here tonight. Runners on second and third. Brinkley fouls that one back.
Yeah, it'd be a 10 o'clock game if we cannot get in the Point William Carey game due to weather tonight.
Ball in 2 strikes here. Misses away. 2-2 count. Cooper delivers. Brinkley has worked his way to a full count here. Brinkley swings through that one. He's retired for the first time today.
It's a big strikeout for Cooper. Get the first out, and Evan Gilliam at the plate now. Got to find a way to keep that going.
Gilliam to the dish. Gilliam pops it up. Pitcher's got it. Chance to get out of this with no damage now. 2 away. Orlando Lordui up.
Yeah, just flared it off the fist there. Unlucky for Gilliam. A really good pitch by Cooper. Trying to get out of this, and he's got a really good chance to.
They point to first. With first base open, they're just going to put Lordui on. They're loaded for Juan Trinidad.
And the decision there is, one, Lordui's been about due for a really good hit here. And two, even though you've got the RBI leader in Juan Trinidad coming up, now the force plays on at any base, and it makes the entire situation a little bit easier for you.
Trinidad, bases loaded, 2 out. Bottom of the 7th and a 3-0 ball game. He'll take away 1-0. Cooper delivers, misses. 2-0.
Big at bat here in the game. You feel like if Trinidad can find a way on, at least get 1, 4 runs changes the complexion a little bit. If he can drive in a couple more, it really changes things. But if Loyola can find a way out of this, you go from second and third, nobody out, to nobody scoring, the bats are back in your hands. That's a big momentum swing for the Wolfpack.
Bat not about to move on this pitch. Never mind. 3-0 green light. Single through the left side. That's going to get a run home, and they throw back to third, and he's back in time. Bases loaded and a single to left, and Faulkner gets one home on a 3-0 green light to Juan Trinidad.
That green light's not earned lightly.
No.
And Juan Trinidad has been an incredible player for so many years and has earned the trust for that 3-0 green light, and he's delivered in those chances, and that's a gutsy call, even for Trinidad, even with the green light, to go ahead and swing at that, because last thing you want, bases loaded, 2 outs, 3-0 count, and you pop up, or you fly out, you get out somehow, some way, and you leave them loaded. But that... it's a great hit.
Bases loaded for Johnny Lopez. Misses. One 1-0 count. That one lifted right field. Cullen's back on the track, and he's got it. Lopez is retired. Faulkner leaves them loaded. They added 1. They're up 4-0 headed to the 8th.
The SSAC is about leadership,
Teamwork.
Achievement. Community.
Initiative.
Ambition.
Well-being.
Adaptability.
Sportsmanship.
Trust.
Integrity.
Gratitude.
Confidence.
Health.
Self-discipline.
Friendship.
Openness.
Growth.
connection,
Courage.
tradition.
Collaboration.
The SSAC is about vision.
I need to try it first.
Where the day starts with laughter in local shops and ends under the stars with live music. That's Jackson, Tennessee. It's a place where every moment is an invitation to explore, to connect, to be part of something bigger. Jackson isn't just a destination, it's where stories are written, memories in the making.
Ball hit to the shortstop. Up and firing is Lucero and pulled Trinidad off the bag. Had out number one in front of him, and Lucero just rushed his throw a little bit.
And Trinidad nearly rescued that too. Tried to help his fellow shortstop out there.
So now Jake Mills is on with Jackson Birat to the dish. Hunter Dupree working here in the 8th.
Is that the break that Loyola needed here? Try and start something in the 8th.
Tough double play candidates all over the place with speed everywhere, and that one hit to right field. Runners on first and second. 2 pitches into the 8th here, and Loyola's got 2 batters on.
Looks like DeStefano starting to hasten his preparations in the Faulkner pen. Loyola also with some activity in their pen. Brandon Mooney at the dish. It's Mooney and Trosclair up next. Trosclair represents what could be the tying run.
Dupree gets the sign and delivers. Mooney shows bunt, pulls back 1-0.
That was the first hit that Dupree had surrendered all game, too.
Lifted, center field, right at Evan Gilliam. And then a missile of a throw to third base. Evan Gilliam, I don't know if I've ever seen anybody have to move less to catch a fly ball.
The only reason his feet moved at all was because he was getting ready to throw the ball in.
Yeah. Landon Trosclair.
His first AB of the day.
Came in for Landon Manson a couple innings ago.
He's 0 for 2 during the tournament.
Catcher in the lineup right now has also played outfield this tournament.
Like catcher and center field, that is a very diverse skill set. Trosclair, a very good ball player.
Got a piece of it, 0-2, and is Webb okay? Whoo!
That took a hard bounce off of him.
Christian Webb has taken a beating the last 3 days. For Faulkner, there's really no lifting Webb, as the other catcher, Vargas, unavailable today.
You wonder who the emergency catcher is in that situation.
I mean, if I had to guess, Juan Trinidad. He does everything else. Maybe Lucero. He's another utility type. McCarthy may come get him anyway. He's calling Webb over to him. I think he wants to make sure he's okay, and McCarthy cares a whole lot more about the health of his player than any ball game, regardless of any stakes. I would not be stunned to see him just lift Webb here.
Looks like he's moving around pretty good right now. I'm sure he'll be hurting.
Especially when you get on that bus and you got to ride 5 hours. McCarthy, former catcher himself, says, all right, I'll leave you. Young man hanging out in flip-flops and sunglasses over there is Ty Correa, concerned about life. Dupree getting the sign. That one fouled back. Oh, 2 count here. Dupree working to Webb. Swung through it. And there's 2 out. Trosclair retired. That's going to get Case and Cullens to the dish. Dupree will get the sign from Webb. Good to see that Webb's able to stay into the ball game after that foul ball a moment ago. Dupree misses high there. Still runners on first and second for Loyola here. Cullens, the Wolfpack right fielder. In the dirt, kicks away. Runners up to second and third now. The Skyhawks are making their way into the ballpark a little bit here. You see one of the coaches, and William Carey is out past the Faulkner bullpen down the third baseline. William Carey and Point the next ball game, scheduled to start about 5:45. Big cut, fouls it back, 2-1. Two balls and a strike for Case and Cullens here. A hit could plate 2. Dupree puts it past him, 2-2.
Huge, huge pitch in this game right here.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. Top of the 8th. Cullens digs in. Good on good here. Dupree kicks and fires. Big cut, can't get it. Cullens retired. Threat squelched. Bottom of the 8th on the other side.
The BallGame Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios. With over 750,000 views in 2022, we are where you need to advertise. Please subscribe to our Worthy Road Studios YouTube channel and join the other 4,000 subscribers watching local sports.
The Jackson Rockabillys, Union and Bethel Universities, USJ, TCA, JCS, and Peabody.
Our multi-camera broadcasts include slow motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers.
Thanks to the sponsors who make it all possible. BallGame Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios, the premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.
New pitcher for Loyola is number 12, Hunter Ponson, making his second appearance in this tournament.
Ponson went 2/3 of an inning, gave up a hit and a walk in his one previous outing here.
2 balls, no strikes to Adorni Martinez here. He'll take their 2-1.
It was against Blue Mountain. There were 11 pitches, so essentially a fresh pitcher.
A 1-2, actually, not 2-1. Martinez popped up right side. First baseman Zarang over and out of play.
I thought for a minute Zarang was going to have a chance at making the over the rail play there.
Ball and 2 strikes. Martinez steps back in.
Are you saying 2 balls, 2 strikes?
Yeah. Well, because he had signaled 1-2 before that pitch. He just put the fingers up on the wrong hand. Now Martinez lifts it left center field. Davis drifting back. So the count didn't end up mattering.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I watched that hole at bat, and I called it 2-0, and then a pitch, I called it 2-1. Then he held up 1-2, and so the scoreboard caught up with him 1-2, and then it fouls off, and the scoreboard left it 1-2. Then he said it was 2-2. Well, the foul ball didn't count as a ball, so, like, you know, your fingers got twisted. It happens. We're on our 10th game. You're tired. Stuff happens. That one misses away. 1-0. But that's one of those, like, People sit in the stands and they look at things and they go, scoreboard's wrong. Well, that's why. It's little things like the umpire just putting up the wrong finger on the wrong hand, putting the wrong emphasis on the wrong syllable. Ground ball, third base, up and firing. So, like, you look at all of these jobs and you think these jobs aren't hard. You know, more than you think.
Yeah, especially when you're doing them back to back to back to back, and these umpires, I believe most of them are working 2 games a day.
Yeah, they're tired, man.
Our crew up here is working 4 games a day.
Yeah.
It is a grueling thing when you got to be locked in for that long.
Christian Webb walking back.
Or sometimes when you're just even trying to find some content to talk about, and you talk about Huey Jennings for 15 minutes.
You know what? He deserved it. Man put his body through it in 1896.
And then in 1897 and 1898,
yeah, that's right.
three of the top 5 seasons of all time.
Straight up the chute. Quick and easy inning for Ponson. 9th inning on the other side.
The SSAC is about leadership,
Teamwork.
Achievement.
Community.
Initiative.
Ambition.
Well-being.
Adaptability.
Sportsmanship.
Trust.
Integrity.
Gratitude.
Confidence.
Health.
Self-discipline.
Friendship.
Openness.
Growth.
connection,
Courage.
tradition.
Collaboration.
The SSAC is about vision.
I need to try it first.
Where the day starts with laughter in local shops and ends under the stars with live music. That's Jackson, Tennessee. It's a place where every moment is an invitation to explore, to connect, to be part of something bigger. Jackson isn't just a destination, it's where stories are written, memories in the making.
That one misses high. Hunter Dupree back out here in the ninth. Loosening in the Faulkner pin in case it's needed.
It'll be Jordan DeStefano if needed.
Garrett Beadle almost got hit. Dupree entered with 2 on and 2 out in the 5th.
He's got 6 strikeouts, 1 hit, 1 walk through 3 1/3 so far, but the work far from over.
Yep, Garrett Beadle at the dish. I'd tell you this is the good part of the Loyola lineup, but there's not a bad part of the Loyola lineup.
No, not at all. And Beadle has been hitting the ball well, but today he just hadn't been able to make contact with it. 0 for 3, 3 strikeouts. Trying to avoid the golden sombrero, but he's got a 3-0 count right now.
Yeah, he's ahead 3-0. That bat ain't moving right now. 3-1. You need base runners down 4 in the 9th. You're not swinging 3-0. He could swing 3-1, though. And he'll draw the walk. So Dupree hasn't been issuing those, but Beadle is aboard.
Yeah, just his 2nd walk issued. And just the 3rd walk issued in the past 2 games for Faulkner.
Colin Zarang to the dish. DeStefano making his way toward the bullpen gate. We'll see how close he is to the summoning. Dupree will face Zarang. Straight up, center field. Gilliam over. That was quick and easy. That's the kind of out Dupree needed there. 1 pitch to get that out. Marcus Steen up.
Now a ground ball can end it. You wonder if Beadle would have the light to run here.
DeStefano's still warming in the Faulkner pen.
Kelton Pilkington behind him.
That went over for a strike. Again, both of these teams eliminated from contention in the conference tournament. They're both going home after this ball game. But both of them with resumes that we expect they're going to hear their name called next Thursday night with at-large bids into the national tournament. Just a question of where they'll be sent and what seed line they'll be on. A ball and a strike here. Dupree delivers. There's a strike, 1-2.
Good pitch by Dupree. 1-2 count. Marcus Steen 0 for 2 with the strikeout and a walk today.
Lifted, center field. Ranging over. There's Gilliam again, 2 away in the ninth.
Gilliam, a guy who grew up 30 minutes away from this ballpark, probably made several trips over here. Now with 2 grabs in center in the ninth, trying to pick up another top 25 win for Faulkner.
Pinch hitter here, Jed Cambry to the dish.
Cambry 0 for 2 in this tournament, struck out both times. It's a really talented bat. He's tasked with keeping it going.
That one misses, 1-0.
He's replacing Davis.
If he can keep the game alive, Jake Mills will hit. That one over for a strike, 1-1.
Pre-work the inside edge there. Let's see where he goes here.
Faulkner scored 2 in the second to take the lead. 1 in the fifth, 1 in the seventh to add to it. That one over for a strike. Dupree ahead 1-2.
Nice pitch, goes high and outside to the corner. And 1 strike away.
Dupree long look in. Comes set. To deliver the 1-2. Big cut, can't get it. Ball game over. What a job by Hunter Dupree, entering with 2 outs in the fifth. And Dupree goes 4 2/3.
4 1/3.
4 1/3, sorry. 4 1/3. Struck out 7 on 62 pitches. 1 hit, 2 walks. As good as he has ever looked at any point in his career.
Yeah, absolutely. And this game is about the Faulkner pitching staff. 14 strikeouts, just 4 hits allowed, 3 walks, 7 base runners the whole game for Loyola.
Yeah, Marco Ozuna, the start, went 4 2/3, doesn't qualify for the win. Hunter Dupree will get that win, but the two of them together, great work today in the final tune-up before opening round play. We expect that Loyola and Faulkner both in that field next week. We also expect that in about an hour, maybe a little less, Point and William Carey. For Carter Moles, I'm Jeremy Smith. This is the SSAC Baseball Championship. Good night and God bless you.
The SSAC is about leadership,
Teamwork.
Achievement.
Community.
Initiative.
Ambition.
Well-being.
Adaptability.
Sportsmanship.
Trust.
Integrity.
Gratitude.
Confidence.
Health.
Self-discipline.
Friendship.
Openness.
Growth.
connection,
Courage.
tradition.
Collaboration.
The SSAC is about vision.